Welcome to the Hope Natural Health Podcast. I'm Dr. Erin Ellis, your host. On this show, we discuss all things health, hormones, and happiness with a little side of this thing called life. Welcome back, everyone. You are with me today, Dr. Erin. I'm super excited for this episode. I'm going to be talking all about the new Hope Natural Health supplement line. Yep, I have my own supplement line, and I thought I would run through all the supplements that are available, where you can buy them, and I have a special discount code for the podcast listeners. So first up, we've got three supplements for adrenal support. The first supplement is called the Adrena Support, and it's a adrenal support supplement to really promote energy and stamina. This is one where you actually need to stimulate the adrenal glands. So oftentimes we will be in a state of fight or flight, go, all the time. You're just running with that foot on the gas pedal, and then you might burn yourself out. So this one would be great for those that feel burnt out and are really burning the candle from both ends. So it has some great nutrients in it, vitamin C, B vitamins such as B6 and B5. It's got some adrenal gland in it, some ginseng, eleuthero, licorice, schisandra, and rhodiola, which are all herbs that can really help support the adrenal glands. The next one is Adrena Vitality. So this one is more of a nourishing adrenal support. So it has various adaptogenics in it and vitamins, kind of similar to the first one, but not stimulating. So this still has some B vitamins in it, B5, B6, cordyceps, rhodiola, PABA, which is actually B10 that we need for amino acid metabolism and even folate metabolism, which is B9. And then it also has some ginseng in it as well. So that's a little bit more nourishing, whereas the first one, the support, is more stimulating. And then the third adrenal support I have is called cortisone. And this is probably my favorite one because so many people suffer from the, quote, wired but tired feeling. And if you are lying down in bed and you can't get your mind to turn off, or you're just worried about every little thing on your to-do list, this is the perfect supplement to really calm the adrenal response down at bedtime. I typically find that those that benefit from the cortisol or the cortisone is those who have a higher morning cortisol when we draw on lab work. That typically means that we might have a little bit higher cortisol at bedtime, which is therefore affecting your sleep-wake cycle. It's affecting your quality of sleep, etc. So this cortisone supplement is for that racing mind. Maybe you're tossing and turning, and it can really just kind of chill you out. There's nothing, sedating in it, but it's just some herbs that are super helpful for really busting stress. So ashwagandha, I'm sure you've heard the buzz around ashwagandha. Very amazing, awesome adaptogenic herb. And the other favorite ingredient in this supplement is the L-theanine. So those two can be really supportive to the adrenal glands. So those are the adrenal supplements. Next, we'll go into some regular, just general wellness supplements. So I have an active B complex called the Energy B. Super awesome complex because it's pretty decent doses of B vitamins all in one capsule. And it's got B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B8, B9, B12, some biotin in it, some choline in it, and it's all methylated. So what that means is that it's the active form of the B vitamin. So your body doesn't have to work to convert from inactive to active, which a lot of over-the-counter supplements are. So I formulated these with the highest quality ingredients, and also third-party tested and verified by certain, specifications that, you can read on the labels. I'm not going to dive into that in this episode. I also have a hormone D-Light, which you can guess would be vitamin D. And I formulated this with some K2. It is a 5,000 IU dose of vitamin D. and a little bit of K2 to help with the absorption of the vitamin D. So vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, so this one should be taken with some food. But as I will put at the end of this and maybe add into the beginning of this episode, as always, please consult with your physician first before taking any supplement. I'm not recommending these or saying these are going to, provide any treatment for any illness or anything, but make sure that you do check with your doctor. And also with vitamin D, it's super important because it can be found in a lot of other things. So some of these greens powders have some vitamin D, maybe some of your protein supplements or protein powders might have some vitamin D. Multivitamins have vitamin D. So you really want to take a big picture around, what supplements are you taking already, and then what are you going to add in, and then add up the total doses of some of these supplements, because we don't want too much vitamin D. Whereas the B vitamins are all water soluble. So you can use the B vitamins and then excrete them. So in my opinion, you can't really overdose on B vitamins. Or take too much, because your body will just use them and pee them out. And like I said, the vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, so that one should be taken with food. But I highly recommend getting your labs tested, because in the state of Arizona where I'm at, I would say probably close to 90% of my patients are vitamin D deficient, and we see the sun all the time. So I can't imagine what it's like in other states or even countries where you might not see the sun all the time. Also, new to me that I've learned from my own health journey is that you might have some vitamin D genetic mutations or SNPs where you might not be able to metabolize vitamin D and you might need extra. So it's really, really important to get those labs tested. But vitamin D is a super important hormone or a vitamin, not only for immune support, general wellness, but really for hormone metabolism. So that's another basic one I have on here or in the shop. I also have a couple probiotics. I have a really good probiotic proprietary blend of some of the top strains or probiotics that we might see. And it's a 300 billion CFU probiotic and 15 billion of lactobacillus, bifidobacterium, and lactobacillus, 3 different strains of that, acidophilus, longum, and plantarum. And then it's got 15 billion of bifidobacterium lactis. Why I like this one is because a lot of probiotics need to be refrigerated, and we might fall out of routine with it because it's in the fridge and it's out of sight, out of mind. And unless we're going to the fridge, we might not remember to take it. So I like this probiotic, the Gut Vitality, because it's in blister packs. So you can literally take it anywhere. It's heat resistant packs that it's going to stay stable in the pack and you don't have to worry about refrigerating it. So it's a really, really good probiotic. I like probiotics, even some over the counter are pretty good. There's so many different strains that one of my, biggest recommendations is to rotate through them. Maybe take my probiotic for a month and then take another probiotic that you might find on my other supplement store. Or I love Just Ingredients probiotics because it has a pre, pro, and post probiotic. So you can rotate through them and give your body a little bit of, added gut help. Also, though, if you suffer from, some gut conditions like SIBO, probiotics might not be your best friend. So if you take a probiotic and your gut symptoms get worse, we really want to dive into the why behind that. I also have one called Lean Biotic, and this one is formulated really to target lean muscle mass and to reduce body fat composition. This one is 10 billion of Bifidobacterium animalis, which is targeted really, like I said, for that body comp. What was interesting is I took this supplement for about 2 months and I noticed a 2% decrease in my body fat when I did my scans at the gym. So I thought that was a really good improvement. And really the only thing that had changed during that time from the scan before to the scan then was I added in this probiotic. So it does work. And like I said, it's they're calling it, nature's Ozempic to an extent. So if you're interested in that, you can find it on the website. That one is Lean Biotic. What else here? Oh, we have Harmony Oil. It is my favorite omega-3 fatty acid supplement. It has 3 times greater absorption in one soft gel than really any other omega-3 fatty acid on the market. You get all of your 3 omega-3s that are important, your EPA, DHA, and DPA. If you're part of my hormone balancing protocol, you know that I test the omega-3 fatty acids, and oftentimes we're pretty low because we just don't get enough from food sources. So we need the omega-3s in more abundance than the omega-6s. They're both important, but I very, very rarely have to supplement with omega-6s in any of my patients because we get that in our standard American diet. So I love this one. The soft gel is, like I said, it's only one, and it's pretty small. A lot of fish oils over the counter, some other companies, they're like bigger gel caps or soft gels, and it's a little bit hard to swallow. I don't find that it tastes fishy. You don't burp up fish. Also, a hack for that would be to take the omega-3 supports or any, if you take one on your own at dinner. So that way, by the time it digest, you're going to bed. And if you do burp, you're not going to taste the fish. So that's a little side hack for that. So that's the omega-3 fatty acid support. And then we're going to dive into my hormone-specific ones. So I have a supplement called Bye Bye PMS. It's part of my Bye Bye PMS protocol, coupled with another supplement called Hormone Defense. So I'm going to talk about those 2 first. But the Bye Bye PMS is one of my favorites for anyone that struggles with PMS. Now, I'm not a huge fan of just taking a supplement just to treat the PMS. We really want to figure out what is driving the PMS, because if you know what I preach and talk about all the time is that there's a why behind any symptom. So let's get to the root cause of why we have the PMS, and it's typically hormone imbalances. But if you don't have the ability to test and really dive into it, this supplement can be helpful for anyone really that's experiencing PMS. So it's got a ton of different herbs in it. I'm going to go through a few of them that are super helpful and that you might have heard of. But there's Vitex in it, which is chaste tree. And chaste tree has been known to perhaps increase progesterone levels and can also decrease prolactin levels. So prolactin is a hormone that is produced by our pituitary gland, and it can suppress ovulation or progesterone levels. So I typically test this in a lot of women, and it should really only be elevated when we're lactating or breastfeeding. So it does play a giant role in obviously postpartum, but also, in normal, regular PMS and menstrual cycles. We've got some dandelion in it. Dandelion is actually a diuretic, and it can help reduce bloating. But if you have bloating during your menstrual cycle, it's a sign that we have too much estrogen and not enough progesterone. So that's why I highly recommend getting tested. It's got Dong Quai in it, which is known as the female ginseng. So it can really help with breast tenderness, fatigue, mood swings, bloating, headaches, cramps. Ginger, there's some ginger extract, which can also be helpful for cramps, nausea, helping reduce inflammation. Red raspberry, very, very helpful for cramps, painful periods. And licorice extract can lower prostaglandin production, which can be very high during menstrual cycles, which therefore can increase the cramps. So the licorice can help improve and reduce the cramps. There's some other herbs in here, but those are like the main ones that I wanted to point out. So I love that formula for PMS, and I couple it with the Hormone Defense, which will really help us metabolize and detox estrogen. So it's got my favorite DIM in it, and then it also has I'm going to butcher this. Anyways, it's got an extract from broccoli that will enhance DIM absorption. So broccoli and cruciferous vegetables are high in DIM. However, you really have to eat a ton of them to really get the therapeutic effect. And then we have to think about all the other things that are in our environment and also in our foods that are increasing estrogen metabolism too. So this one will continue to help our body metabolize and detox from estrogen. Helpful for those that are menstruating and also those that aren't menstruating. And if you're on any hormone replacement therapy, this is also something that I love to support metabolism of HRT when we do estrogen, and even in men, testosterone. So testosterone can convert to estrogen. So we don't want that. when we're doing TRT in men and in women, so the DIM can be helpful in that. So the PMS, bye-bye PMS and the hormone defense are usually coupled together for my women that struggle with PMS, but hormone defense can really be supportive for anyone that struggles with estrogen excess or even those that are on HRT. I have another one called Opti Estrogen, which has some DIM in it, but not as potent as the hormone defense, but it also can help with obviously the estrogen metabolism. It has some turmeric in it and also some black pepper for absorption. So I like that one if we are really trying to just balance estrogen progesterone ratio a little bit more for the estrogen excess. What else? Oh, and last but not, I have two more. We have the liver support. So liver support is crucial. Your liver metabolizes everything you put in your body, on your body, around your body, and what you're inhaling, everything. Also, more so behind the scenes. So your liver is metabolizing your hormones through what's known as phase 1 and phase 2 detox. So this is usually like a non-negotiable with most of my patients because we need so much support because our body's doing so much. So the Liver Vitality supplement has some selenium in it, some milk thistle, which is an herb that is very well researched for liver detox, alpha lipoic acid, which I love as part of this formula for detox purposes, and NAC. So N-acetylcysteine is the precursor to glutathione, and glutathione is our body's most potent and most abundant antioxidant. So some of us might be burning through glutathione a lot faster than others, or we have problems metabolizing it, so the NAC can be helpful for that. Love Liver Vitality. I like to take this one closer to dinner so it can help support the liver metabolism and detox while we sleep. And last but not least, I have a digestive enzyme supplement. So OptiDigest has all of your digestive enzymes. Now, this is super important for anyone that does not have a gallbladder, and most GI doctors will tell you that you do not need a digestive enzyme, but I would beg to differ that you most 100% do, because your gallbladder is not there anymore and you don't have any way to properly digest your food. So this OptiDigest is amazing at providing your body with the digestive enzymes that you need to properly digest your food. So recommending to take, one with at least your biggest meal. If you struggle more, you can take more. And obviously when you go out to eat, it's super important to make sure you support that digestive process because you're probably exposed to a little bit more foods that your body is not used to. And then obviously when you travel too, super important. So that is the Hope Natural Health supplement line. You can find it on drerinellis.com/shop. We will link that in the show notes. And if you use the code at checkout podcast, you can save 10% on your order. I am very excited that I have this. There's more to come with the supplements, but this is the start of the line. And as always, please consult your physician before. This is not to be construed for any medical advice. I will see you all again next week.